Hey, what's cracking, fellas? It's your boy Inte here with an exciting announcement video about the new expansion pass for Sword and Shield. As you are probably aware, Nintendo is going to be releasing Isle of Iron, and we can see by this note here, Isle of Iron is set to release on June 17th. I think the other one is Crown Tundra, but still waiting for more information about that expansion pass later in the year. But by the way, I'm just on Cerebi right now. If you want a link to this page, I'm going to put it down in the description. It's being a little laggy at the moment, so hopefully it doesn't crash and I'm able to actually record this with some decency. But I think most of you are here for the trailer itself, so I'm going to watch that and then maybe we can walk through these bullet points afterwards. So let's just jump right into it, guys. Nintendo Switch, doing it again. Okay, yeah, so we got Galarian Slowbro with his thing is on his arm now instead of his tail. That's kind of crazy. That looked like a gym. Enormous berry trees. Oh, this is going way too fast. Wait a minute. That looked like a new gym leader. Absol. This must be the legendary. Yeah, okay. So hopefully things slow down a little bit so I actually have a chance to talk about this. Oh, so probably the train station is gonna be what ends up taking you to this new area. Oh, it's definitely got a sort of East Asian type of feel to it based on the architecture. Seeing a whole lot of Pokemon. Kangaskhan? Oh, Buffalan, okay, Lycanroc, Emolga, sure. Looks like, wow, are those new moves or just new animations? Hard to tell. What the heck was that? They're eating... I wonder if you're going to be able to serve... I know in the game now you can serve your curry to just your Pokemon, but maybe you're going to be able to serve curry to people as well. Yeah, this definitely looks like a gym leader to me. She's got rotating Pokeballs on her hat. Okay, nice. The new Gigantamaxes for the Venusaur and Blastoise starters. Oh, I have seen a little bit of information about this legendary. I think it's, again, one of the... I'm pretty sure it's legendary. I think it's one of the few that can also evolve. Wow. Okay, yeah, definitely sort of a fighting dojo type of feel here. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like he is going to evolve. I think he evolves into something different. I can't... Maybe it's going to depend on... It might be something like the Hitmon chain. It might depend on which stat is higher, and you'll get different forms that way, or potentially... Maybe if you have Sword, it'll evolve into the one on the left, and if you have Shield, it'll evolve into the one on the right. Or vice versa, of course. I think one is part water... I don't remember. Also can't think of its name right now. So I'm just trying to react to this as honestly as possible. What the heck was that? Okay, that was a majestic Ice Guardian of the... Oh, this is for Crown Tundra now. Okay, cool. Oh, I really like this. Wow. So more of... I'm getting more of like a ancient civilization, like Aztec-y type of feel, which makes sense for the Regis actually to be in that, so that's really exciting. And like that ancient Pokemon like Relicanth. I feel bad for Relicanth, man. Wow. Okay, so we got quadruplets running around, and Mew. Oh my god, Ho-Oh. Wow, all kinds of legendaries. What the heck? I saw Groudon. Pretty sure I saw Yveltal and Xerneas. What is going on? Corviknight getting bodied by... Oh, I think this is, I'm pretty sure they changed the elemental birds. I'm almost positive that was Moltres, even though that didn't look like the Moltres we're used to. I'm sorry for rewinding. I know people maybe don't want me to pause, but there's a lot going on. Yeah, that's definitely Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, but they look different. I forget if I saw something about that before. Okay, that Rillaboom looked crazy. That looked like another Gigantamax. More legendary stuff, okay. Oh, Magmar, Magnezone. Wow, I got everything. Whew, holy moly. Available June 17th. Is it going to tell us about the next one? No, it is not. Okay, so Isle of Armor, June 17th, Crown Tundra, Fall 2020. Once again, guys, if you want to see that video or this Cerebi page, all those links will be in the description. But holy moly, can I rewind through that? Goodness, there's so much to look at. Whew, it looks really pretty, I will say. I don't know what this thing is though. What the heck is that? It's like a floating flower caribou. Yeah, so it just looks like a bunch of new areas, obviously. I really wonder how big this DLC is going to be. It looks kind of enormous. Even if we're just focusing on the first one for now, the one with the more like East Asian vibe, and like the the dojo gyms and all that, it still looks like there were a bunch of areas. Like you get sort of a shot of it here. You have a tower. Let me see if I can can I get a shot without the icon on it? Yes, no, maybe so. Like I said, it's being very laggy. I get the feeling a lot of people are watching this, so bear with me. But yeah, it looks like you got maybe a tower over here, more areas over here, areas you can surf to. I wonder if they're gonna do, not the Safari Zone, but you know what I mean, the big open area in Sword and Shield, whose name, of course, I can't think of right now. Scyther, that's new. Scyther's not in the original one, so that's good. Tauros, I don't think either. Druddigon, pretty sure no. So it looks like they're releasing, or re-releasing, a whole lot of old Pokemon. Poliwrath. Yeah, Poliwrath is one of the ones we were super hyped about for the DLC moves. If you want to check out that playlist, we speculated about the compatibility of different Pokemon in the post DLC. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit. So the following confirmation today was the latest news with the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass. This news will currently unclear what topics will be presented. Okay, so this was speculation before it released. The 2 Regi Pokemon are Registeel, electric type with the new. Oh wow, I read that as Registeel. Regieleki, an electric type. Oh, so they're adding two more Regis, which is crazy. New ability Transistor. So that'll probably, I wonder if that's just something that like just turns normal moves into electric type moves. Is there already a move like that? Or already an ability like that? Like I know there's Aerialate and Pixelate. Is there a Electrate or whatever? Maybe Transistor will be something like that. It also has the new move Thunder Cage, which deals damage and traps them. Okay, glad I didn't have to speculate all of this. That's a pretty obvious one. It's probably just like the equivalence of like Fire Spin, or just a trapping move that deals damage to you repeatedly. Although it's probably pretty strong if it's called Thunder Cage. Like Fire Spin doesn't have a particularly high base power, but Thunder Cage sounds like it's going to deal a lot of damage to you up front. And then Regidrago, the Dragon type Regi. Holy moly. New ability is Dragon's Maw, and the move Dragon Energy, which does more damage the higher HP. The higher the HP. It doesn't finish here. I'm not sure if it means the HP of the opponent or the HP of the user. Probably the HP of the user, I would imagine. So it's like a dragon type move, Eruption, from Typhlosion. So that's cool. Dragon's Maw, good lord, what would Dragon's Maw do? I couldn't tell you, man. It seems like the Regis, because Regirock has, I guess I could look it up. What the heck does Regirock, what do the Regis normally have? Registeel has Sturdy, right? Oh, I forgot about Regigigas. Regirock has Clear Body, so it doesn't look like there's not much of like a theme. Oh no, this one has Clear Body too. Okay. Well, it's interesting that they don't have, looks like they don't have Clear Body, unless that's just the hidden abilities that we're talking about here, but Dragon's Maw. It sounds like it would be something that boosts biting type moves, but we already have, I feel like they would have just given it a Strong Jaw. Dragon's Maw, good lord. Maybe it boosts like sound-based moves, but again, that ability already exists. I don't know. Maybe it is just another move that converts normal moves into dragon-type moves. That would be kind of crazy. Now, where are we here? Galarian Articuno. Okay, so maybe I should have read this before getting into the video, but I was pretty hyped to get into the video. Galarian Articuno is Psychic Flying with the ability Competitive. Okay, so that's not great. Hey, Entei from the future. When I was first doing this, I read competitive but thought of rivalry, which is a totally garbage ability, but competitive actually is probably not that bad. So that's why I said that competitive is not great, because I was thinking of rivalry, but in actuality, competitive is probably going to be a pretty good move. It makes you able to switch into defog and stuff like that. So maybe not bad. So yeah, anyways, back to the video. And the new move, Freezing Glare, which may leave the target frozen. Oh, perfect. More freeze mechanics. That's exactly what we wanted. God, there is not a more annoying status than frozen, I swear. Like, sleep is pretty close, but it's got, because you can be frozen for like 7 turns or something. Zapdos is fighting flying with the ability Defiant. Okay, so that's really interesting. You can really easily then switch Zapdos into a lot of... Oh wait, he's fighting flying. Wow, so he loses his electric typing. Okay, I was going to say you could easily switch him into a lot of defoggers, but since a lot of defoggers are flying types, you're actually going to be weak to that now. I did not realize that. I read that a little too quickly. I didn't realize he lost his electric typing. Well, that's crazy. Yeah, and Articuno lost the ice typing. Okay. Thunderous Kick, which does more damage and lowers defense. Okay, so I wonder if, wow, they're just like, I wonder if they're swapping their stats around too. They must be, because I can only imagine that's a physical move, Thunderous Kick. And regular Zapdos definitely doesn't have as high attack as special attack. I sure hope they swap the stats around, otherwise it's not gonna be ideal. Thunderous Kick, I wonder if that's a fighting type move or an electric type move though. Or maybe it's like that crazy, like both? Like, what's that move that Hawlucha gets? Flying Press or whatever? That's both a fighting move and a flying move? Because Thunderous Kick sounds like it should be an electric move, but it's a kick move, so it should be a fighting move. ¿Por qué no los dos? Moltres is dark flying with the ability Berserk, and has the new move Fury Wrath that deals damage and can cause the opponent to flinch. Woo! That's crazy. I totally forget what Berserk does. Is that when you get crit? Raises, oh, it's the Drampa thing, okay. Raises special attack by 1 stage when its HP falls below 50%. Okay, interesting. I mean, we don't know its stats, but I can only imagine it's going to be a special attacker, so that sounds interesting. And it's a flying type, so it should still have Roost. God, I wonder what moves. I wonder if like Galarian Zapdos is going to have radically different moves than regular Zapdos. I assume it must, because electric moves would be useless. Well, not useless, but not great on Galarian Zapdos anymore. Huh. Galarian Slowbro is Poison Psychic and has the new ability Quick Draw. Quick Draw. And the new move Sidearm Smash, which only it can learn. It poisons the opponent and does physical or special damage based on which does more damage. Wow. That's crazy. So you don't need to even worry about... wow, that's interesting. Based on which does more damage. So it must factor in the opponent's defenses. But I wonder if it also factors in your offenses. That is going to be weird. Because if you're like a physically attacking Slowbro, but something switches in that has a lot of physical defense, is it going to become a special move? Is it going to depend on how much higher your physical attack stat is than their, like, physical defense? Huh. That is interesting. Quick Draw, though. I mean, can't really think of anything outside of, drawing a weapon quickly. That's sort of what Quick Draw is akin to, like the Wild West, when you had the gentleman's agreement of standing, 10 paces away from each other and someone rings a bell or whatever it is. Quick Draw. So, wow, if it's something like he can attack the turn he switches in, that'd be insane. I wonder, how would they balance that? Imagine he switches in and gets a poison, it gets a sidearm smash off, can hit you hard no matter what your defenses are, because it's always gonna target the one that's lower. And it's gonna be stab because he's Poison Psychic. Poison Psychic, by the way, what the heck? What a weird typing. So he's not weak to Psychic, he's neutral. So that's nice. And then I guess that's pretty much it. He's very resistant to fighting, which is interesting. Being a bulky water type is definitely really nice. Definitely nicer to be a bulky water type than a bulky poison type, I would say, probably without fear of contradiction, just because bulky waters are so hard to break through. But that's very interesting. I'm curious about this quick draw thing. Gigantamax Venusaur's G-Max move is G-Max Vine Lash, which does damage and continue. Okay, so another continues to do damage thing. Gigantamax Blastoise does another sort of continues to do damage. It doesn't say anything about trapping, so maybe you can switch out if you want to, but if it's a trapped move, that's kind of obnoxious. Although, let's be honest, you're pretty rarely switching into a Gigantamax Pokemon anyways, so trapping someone in with you probably wouldn't matter too much. Gigantamax Urshifu G-Max move is a G-Max 1. Wow, what am I reading here? Single strikes G-Max move is G-Max 1 blow and rapid strike is Okay. I can't tell what is happening in that sentence, but sure. These do damage even if the target defends itself. Okay, so I think most, like, maybe that even goes through Gigantamax Protect, because I know that if you go for Protect against a Gigantamax Pokemon, like, you're still taking damage. Not full damage, I don't think, but you're still taking it. So maybe this just ignores any kind of Protect altogether and just deals damage regardless, so that is obnoxious, but I don't like Gigantamax very much, but you know, it is what it is. Hidden ability Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble are now available through Pokemon Home if you deposit a Pokemon from Sword and Shield. There's an item tentatively known as Cram-o-matic, which lets you combine up to 4 items. Whoa, 4 items together to make new items. You get different items based on the items you put into it. What the heck? Wow, imagine you just combine like a Life Orb, a Choice Scarf, a Choice Band, and who cares? An Assault Vest? Oh, wow, yeah, Assault Vest. Because if you're a Choice Scarfer, you probably only want to have offensive moves on your Pokemon anyways. So you'll be fast and bulky, or you hit hard and you're bulky. 4 items though? Geez, throw leftovers on there? There's no way it gives you the benefit of like every single one. That would be way too much. That would be very excessive. But that's perfect for like glass cannon sort of choice users, because you can give them some bulk. God, imagine you give a Choice Scarf user a Focus Sash, or just like Life Orb for more damage. Huh. I'm really curious about the outputs of that, because if you get even a fraction of those benefits, that sounds ridiculous. 4 items too. It's not even like it's 2. You mash them together, that'd be fine. But 4? Good God. There are move tutor moves given in exchange for Amorite Ore, a substance found through max raid battles in the Isle of Armor. The first, a fire-type move, Burning Jealousy, damages both opponents and has a chance of burning the opponent. Damages both opponents and has a chance of burning the opponent if they have had their stat boosted during this turn. Huh. Okay, so it's nice for doubles because you're hitting both things. It looks like it has a chance to burn the opponent if they have their stat. So it probably doesn't have a chance to burn at all unless they have boosted stats. It's not like it's guaranteed if they've boosted stats and a chance if they haven't. Looks like based on the wording, it's just a chance if they have, which sounds not great. I guess you have a chance to like... It's going to depend on how powerful it is, right? Because if it's a super strong fire move, Burning Jealousy sounds like a strong fire move. So if it's a strong fire move, then whatever. It's still probably going to be usable, but the fact that they have to set up, and even then you only have a chance to burn them, and again, like if they're boosting their special stats, you probably don't care about burning them. It's only if they're boosting their physical stats, or if they're a physical attacker boosting their speed stat. So that's interesting, but doesn't sound great to me just off the bat like that, at least based on this wording. If it's like a chance to burn always, if it's always a chance to burn, but 100% burns if they boosted their stats, then that sounds pretty good. But as it is now, I'm not sure. I'm sure, well, I will say I'm sure it's really nice for doubles. I don't have a lot of expertise in doubles, but, well, I don't even know how often things are boosting their stats in doubles. Whenever I play doubles, I get cheesed by that guy who's running like beat up and a justified Pokemon. So for that to be really good, but I don't think that happens in like anything other than the bottom of the barrel, which is where I'm always at the bottom of the barrel whenever I try to play doubles, and I get justified cheesed. The grass type one, what are we talking about here? Oh, move tutors. The grass type move tutor move, Glassy Glide, is boosted in priority. Boosted in priority in grassy terrain. Oh, so it's given, so if grassy terrain is up, it becomes a priority move. That's really interesting. I can't think of anything they've done that with before. It's like everything is the priority it's at no matter what. So now it seems like they're experimenting with what happens when you have a move that is sometimes priority, but usually isn't. Huh. Well, that's great. Well, is that great? Priority grass move? I mean, we definitely don't have... There's no priority grass move. And Glassy Glide, would that be special? If that's a special move, I mean, we are in dire need of special priority moves that aren't fighting type moves, good god. But, that's curious. Especially if it's on a Pokemon that sets up grassy terrain. Because I feel like those Pokemon are kind of slow, usually. If we think about, what is it, like Rillaboom or Tapu Bulu, those are strong attackers who could really utilize a priority move like that. If it's physical. Maybe I do want it to be physical. maybe I've gone back on my previous statement. That's really interesting to me. It's cool that they're still experimenting with what we think of as just the core mechanics of Pokemon, sort of switching around priority, what your priority is at. That's cool. There are move tutor move. Oh, I already read that. In the Isle of Armor, you can make Max Soup, which when a Pokemon with the potential to Dynamax drinks it, it can become. Oh. So that's really nice. You don't gotta spend an eternity looking for a Gigantamax Pokemon in all the dens in, God, why can't I think of the name? I want to say Safari Zone so bad. You know what I'm talking about, the wild area. Is it the wild area? I don't remember, but, so maybe it just makes the game easier, which I know a lot of people have an issue with, but I mean, whatever prevents me from grinding my life away trying to get Gigantamax Pokemon is fine by me. In the Crown Tundra, Dynamax Adventure is a game where 4 players together investigate the Dynamax raid dens. Crown Tundra. Dynamax Adventure is a game where 4 oh, so that must have been the thing where we saw like the 4 quadruplets running around together. But that's the next DLC. But that's really cool as well. You can it becomes like a co-op experience now, more so than before, because you can still go into dens with other players right now. You just have to like wait in the lobby, and then whoever is the host gets the Dynamax and all that. But now it looks like you can make your party before going into the den, so that's cool. I'm always about trying to make more ways for people to play together, especially in a game like Pokemon that has been so. I mean, it's been you trade and you battle, but it's been the adventure side of it has been so single player for so long. Any sort of way to play with other people, I think, is a great move. In Crown Tundra, there's a new feature called the Galarian Star Tournament in Winden. In this, you play multi-battles against various characters from the story. Okay, so just another sort of... Wow, I really can't think of the name. Like the arena where you go through all the gym leaders that you've played before. Okay, that's fine. Just another way to farm money probably, and earn rewards and stuff like that. Speaking of which, getting a flame orb from that place is easily the hardest thing about this game. Or about Sword and Shield, rather. Urshifu's? I wonder how you pronounce that. Urshifu's? Urshifu's new ability, Unseen Fist, allows you to damage Pokemon that have used Protect. Okay, so another thing that goes through Protect. That seems to be a theme with this guy, because his Gigantamax, whatever it was, his Gigantamax move goes through Protect moves as well, right? These do damage even if the target defends itself, yeah. Wow. Okay, so definitely a lot of stuff to dissect here. Good lord. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about these new legendary birds, I think, most. Zapdos is fighting, flying. Wow, that's crazy. So they're taking away, like, those are the iconic, you know, electric, ice, and fire birds, but they're taking that away and giving them, I mean, it's not even like it's kind of a different typing, it's very different. They maintain flying, okay, so I guess it's not very different, but switching Zapdos to fighting and Articuno to psychic, that's pretty wild. Huh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to get this video up for you guys to see, so you can hear my thought process on this. I'm definitely very excited. I'm hoping to do a live stream for this game when it drops, so get ready for June 17th. It's gonna be a exciting day in the Pokemon community, and be happy to have you here on the Krakenation channel, checking out our playthrough, stumbling through it as we go and trying to make the best of it, trying to have a good time. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, definitely. If there's something else you want me to react to, please let me know. Sorry, this is sort of off the cuff, but I just want to get this out as soon as I can, and I tried to give as much insight as I could. So yeah, with all that being said, I hope you are having an excellent day and staying safe and healthy during these trying times with the pandemic and everything going on in our country right now if you are in the United States. But as always, this has been Entei, and Krakenation out.